I digress. I'm back now. Let's get started. First, we're going to prep the under eyes. My skin has already been prepped. This is the Rock Eye Balm in a stick form. You can get this at Ulta or at a drugstore, or at Five Below, I think. This is the Clinique Under the Eye treatment that I layer on top of it. You can get this at Ulta, Sephora, and I don't know where else. Or on the internet, I think somewhere. A little goes a long way. I use the applicator to blend it all in. Excuse me. Anyways, now that that's done, we let our skin prep or eye prep sink in, and then we do the rest of our face. We're going to take 3 primers because I'm oily. So I take a oil sucker primer from one size, just a tiny bit for my T-zone, and I make a custom primer. So we're going to take 2 primers today. We're going to take that one in my oily spots, and we're going to take Secure the Blur, also the same brand, and do it all over my face. Okay, even ratios. Take my mixing brush for my primers and applicator. And press it into the skin as well. Where it needs to be. Okay. We are going to let it sit for a while. Excuse me. My allergies. Anyway. So, while that primer is setting with this Korean setting spray, locking in moisture, I am going to start on my eyebrows. And lo and behold, we are going to take my Brow Duo. This is my tinted one by Anastasia Beverly Hills, but you can use anything from drugstore to high-end. I just love this one because of the brush, and I have natural eyebrow hairs, and it works really well with it. And I don't need much. I only do it as needed, where needed. This is in the shade Taupe. See, very natural, fanned out and upward to open my eyes, because my eyes are small. Then I'm going to take this clear one and lock both eyebrows in place. You want to open your eyes because if you have mature skin, sagging eyes, or you have hooded eyes and you were born like my small, tiny almond eyes, you want to open your eyes. You don't want to shrink them. This is just going to be full face, no eyeshadow. So just a basic tutorial, FYI. Now that the hydration has sunken into my face, we are going to go in first with foundation. This is my new Hourglass foundation in Ambient Soft Glow. But you can also use a Lumi Matte like Maybelline if you're on a budget. I personally use everything from budget friendly to high end and experiment with a bunch. Sorry about my hand gestures, that's just me naturally talking. This is in the shade 4 because I'm a 4 in this brand. We're gonna go in and we're gonna take one pump on my palette, you see, and we are going to take my foundation brush, mix it in the palette, but you can also do this on the back of your hand if you don't have a palette or don't use one. Remind you, this is just my quick everyday makeup without eyeshadow. If you're on the go and you need to be quick, this is what I would do. And it's okay not to be super precise right now because with every step it will get there in time. Sorry, I'm just a little choppy right now because I had a long night last night, and full disclosure, I also am a student of professional acting, so I was doing stuff for my acting class last night, practicing for it and stuff, so my voice is a little off because of it. Sorry, I'm working a little faster than normal because I'm on a time crunch, and I also live with people, and my housemates do not like when I'm super slow. So if you have a problem with that, please forgive me. Hi, Kristen. I mean, Kimberly. My bad. But if you want me to slow down, here, I'll take just a tiny bit more of my Hourglass. since I do need a tiny bit more and I like more of a fuller coverage. And I will press in the areas I need the fuller coverage. Hi, Lizzo. Thank you, Justin. When you live with difficult housemates, sometimes you have to work really, really fast. So please forgive me if my speed is annoying. So we are going to set that aside and spray some powder. Hi again, Lizzo. Okay, spray some setting spray and let it stay. Let it sit for a little bit because this is summer. You want more of a skin-like finish. Okay. Now, I am going to do my contour and blush. First, find your cheekbone. This is the best way I know how to find it. And I like to do 2 dots sometimes. This is one of those times. And then one right under. Because I'm going for a super chiseled effect. Then I'm going to dip back in. And slightly do my nose. Okay. And then we're going to do a little up here to open my eye. A little more and 1 dot to a stripe here in the middle. Okay. Let that sit. Take it on my jowledge under my chin. And blend. Spray my brush with a tiny bit of setting spray. Blend up. Press. You want to work faster with creams because you just do. So I apologize if that's another setback for some of you. It's a really good product. This is the Contour Bronzer from Say. You can get it off of Amazon or at Sephora. And I'm going to do a little bit under the eye and up my nose bulb first. And this is my quick, easy look. Hi! It doesn't matter if you're psycho right now because you're gonna look better later. Okay. Take my liquid blush, also from Say. This is a very natural, the color's called Rosy. High Apple, because I want it snatched. Blush brush. So if you're into that natural type vibe, that very, very natural, and you have lighter skin like me, go for this color. Highly recommend. Also from Sephora or Amazon. Again, it's high in pigment, but very natural. That's why I like it. And I have a few different shades because I customize, but this is one of my favorites. Doesn't matter if you don't have concealer yet because you're going to clean it up anyway pretty soon. So right now we are going to take our Skin Match concealer and we are going to pull out any hollows and or fix the T-zone and chin just a little bit. Usually I would put this on my makeup palette, but I'm in a time crunch for today since this is my first video in a while, so please forgive me for the rush. While that marries a little bit, we're going to take my powder bronzer from One Size, which I got off the TikTok shop. You can also get this on the website or at Sephora. We're going to take my bronzer brush which is a trio in the shade medium. Tap off the excess. Lock the bronzer in place. A little bit of gellage just to set that. Then we are going to take a tiny dot of this concealer, which is by Tarte. Double duty Shape Tape. We are also going to take our brightening concealer, because this is where you want to brighten. And this is by Too Faced in the shade Snow. Do a little bit over and in the T-zone because I like my skin really bright. Clean up. Mist again. take my little sponge and work really, really fast, especially under the eyes. You may have to go back with your sponge to reapply, setting the spray on your face and then dab with your sponge again if you need to. Oops, forgot the sides of the nose. Hit that. The tiny mixture. And the reason it takes me a little while to do my eyes is because, around my eye area, is because, well, I, full disclosure, have really bad vision on my right side, peripheral. But anyway, that's just me being honest. But yeah, take my sponge again, douse it. Carve my eyebrows out very naturally. Remember, makeup is not natural, but you can make it look natural. Again, I apologize to all of you following me that say I'm working too fast. I'm working around my housemates' insanity. So please, bear with me. Hi, Mariah. My bad. If I can't pronounce your name, I'm sorry, but thank you for following me. I do appreciate it. Also, if you are not a full coverage girly, that's okay. You can still take these steps and customize them to the way that you prefer. Take some setting spray on my brush with the leftover foundation and open it up. This is the finished look. Just take just a bit more concealer of a blend and fix that little pesky area. I'm a perfectionist, FYI. Skin-like finish. And now that that's all set, we are going to take our setting powder. This is a mix of 2 powders of one size that I blended together with my Laura Mercier. So it's a custom one, if you will. Just press a tiny bit more blush left over from the brush on. Okay. We're going to take this setting powder. We're going to take this combo. We're going to hit my nose hard because it's oily. And it annoys the... And we're gonna bake my nose. Also going to take I know what some of you might think, but if you have oily or combo skin like me, baking really helps, especially this time of year. When the heat really gets the oils out the most. For us. Okay, we're gonna let that sit for a bit. We're gonna take our pure Laura Mercier brightening powder, and we are going to do just our under eyes with this powder. As well as this area right here. Because as you get older, you want to pull out those hollows. And I'm bordering 40. 2 years I'm 40, so FYI. I know I don't look it, but FYI, it's the truth. Okay. We are going to take our sponge we used before. And there you have it, the finished look. Tell me what you think, ladies. Bye for now.